Hey everyone! Welcome back to Final Fantasy X-2 HD Remaster. Okay, so there have been some major developments. Okay, so if you guys are watching this later on, then you're not going to know this, but I took like a 10-day hiatus of uploading videos. I had a personal issue going on, and it's not entirely resolved at this point. It's a medical thing, and we don't know the results 100% for sure, but it looks like everything's going to be okay, so fingers crossed in that. I don't really want to go into details, but that's all I really need to know. Also, there have been some major developments on the front of the 100% completion. So, when I first played this game, there's an item called catnip that you get in the dungeon that we're about to go to. And it makes it so when your gunner is in the yellow and you use it, it will hit when you do quick trigger for 9,999 damage a shot. And that's how I beat all of the hard bosses in this dungeon that we're about to go to. And so I was looking up ways into how to actually beat the upcoming boss at the end of this dungeon that has 900,999 HP. So he's now, whatever. He's got a lot of HP. I can't even say it. And the battle's like a half an hour long. And on top of that, we have to have the last dress sphere that we don't have yet because you have to get a chapter complete in each level, which we're working on right now. And it has to be like backed up all the way. And I'm like, I can't do that. I'm like, I'm done with 10-2. Like, I'm thinking like I'm on the home stretch. Like, I really don't want to train up this last dress sphere. So we're just gonna get the good ending for now. And I might asterisk might. I always tend to do these at the end of my RPGs, like I'll go back and do that later, and then I never do. I might go back and show the perfect ending later, because I feel like I told you guys that's what I was going to do. I was going to go for 100%, but I didn't realize how tough these bosses were going to be and how much grinding I was going to have to do. I mean, I'm ready to move on. Like, I'm ready for the next game, which I've already said is Kodelka. So we're going to go through this part, and I'm going to show you some things in this dungeon because there are story things. And yeah, on top of that, I feel like my percentage is off. I feel like I missed something somewhere. So I would hate to do all of that and then get to the end and not get it. It's like, are you kidding me? So we're just going to go right now for the good ending, which honestly is not that different from the perfect ending. Perfect ending, you get an extra scene after the credits, which you can find anywhere online. I've seen it a million times. So if we don't get it, not that big of a deal. We still get the good ending. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to head to Bavel now. I know he's talking to them. He's probably just going to say the same shit they always do. Alright, buddy. There's one thing coming up that I am excited about, and that's the Den of Woe. Whoa. I like saying that. But we haven't done anything with that yet, and we need to do this first before we can do anything with that. So we're going to go back to Bavel. I can never find Bavel on this frickin' map. It already says episode complete because we got an episode complete here. So we don't have to finish this dungeon in order to get the last dress sphere. We need to get a chapter complete in Beaconel, and we need to get a chapter complete in Jose. Because we already got one in Mihen. So those are the only two that we need chapter completes on. But this again goes to the percentage. I gotta walk there? Come on. Oh, hey, Maroda. We'll just have to take one thing at a time. I don't know where Asaru is. I guess I could have ridden that thing, but whatever. I'll run. I haven't played this in a while, so hopefully I don't totally screw this up. The dungeon that we're about to go into, personally, I've gotten down into, like, it has 100 levels, and I believe I've gotten down into, like, the 50s or something. So I'm over halfway, but there's bosses along the way that are, like, every 20 floors there's a boss. And the bosses are not fun at all. So there's another mega boss in Beacon L, but I do want to fight him. He's only has 300,000 HP though, so we're not talking 900,000 million. Yeah, he's got a million. Let's just say it easier that way. He's 1 hit point short of a million HP. So I mean, we're talking like.
Look, the gull wings! Lady Yuna, look, look, look! Ta-da! We found it all by ourselves.
Yeah, you guys are idiots. I hope Hase will find us a big treasure. They let me in the kindergartens too, ain't it cool? Think those two will be okay on their own? I'm staying here. Or I'm staying put. Maggie can read. This happens a lot. If you're just joining us, I don't know how to read. Via Infinito. So this is the first one. Is it Cloister? I wasn't paying attention if it's Cloister. I think it's Cloister. What do we... Oh. We're in those dressers. Ah, that's fine. We're just pretty much gonna run through this area real quick. Anyway, so this is the Via Infinito, which is a spin-off of the Via Purifico, which is where Yuna and company was thrown into the dungeon in Final Fantasy X. Which is hilarious because in Final Fantasy X they're like, no one's ever made it out of the Via Purifico alive, and the Via Purifico was super easy. And now we have the Via Infinito, which is actually the hardest dungeon in the entire game. So at least they're doing something with something they tried to make difficult originally.
Where are we? I know a place just like this. It's the, Farplane. Oh, I wanted to say it.
How does Riku know? She didn't go to the far plane.
First in a year, you are.
In a year? I thought they just found this place.
Who are you?
This place was long sealed away until a man named Tremor came and unlocked its secrets. Into the depths, alone he descended. Never did he return to the light.
Nice story.
About this Tremor, he... Hase? Let's get out of here. Okay.
They still have time to do their little pose where they run away. So there are 2 more of these spheres that we get down here. I don't know if this is where I messed up with the percentage because I watched them down here and then it didn't count to my completion at all, so I have no idea. Anyway, this is Crimson Sphere 6. We're gonna go ahead and watch it. I can't wait! And get more story. Yay! I've seen this like 5 times now.
As soon as we went in,
They became violent. Everyone. It must have been the Fireflies.
they swarmed around us too. So many Fireflies.
We saw it. That apparition.
Start making sense.
It was a machina, an enormous machina. It trembled and growled like a beast.
I've never seen anything like it. When I saw the apparition, it got inside me. It made me feel fear, regret, despair.
Same here. I can't explain why, but I felt so sad.
Yeah. It was like somebody's raw emotions just came out of nowhere and hijacked my brain.
Somebody? Somebody who?
Sounds like Waka. Waka.
Is that all? Return to the command center at once. Protect the Maester until the operation has concluded. That is your first mission as Crimson Squad members.
What, we passed?
Congratulations.
Hooray! Let's go have a party, man! Drinks on me!
We did it. Yeah, we did.
Run! Run!
Quiet!
Why? Okay, first of all, I don't understand why they made this Crimson Squad just, like, kill everybody off. And on top of that, if they were just gonna kill everybody off, why did they have a recorder following them around to document the whole thing? Okay, here we go. The charm bangle does not work in this place, so... What do we want to do with you? We need to raise your strength. Sure. Sure, that looks good. This dungeon can get difficult, but I'm just gonna run through the first 20 levels and then show you the boss at 40. And I'll explain things as we go, too. The first 20 levels are not that difficult. Within this labyrinth, fiends will appear despite any special abilities or equipment you may be using. Yeah. And tonberries are in every single one, and they're cute, and you fight them. I'm just gonna leave them in this because I'm not worried about training in this. I'm assuming this is right after I fought the thing in the Thunder Flames. There are multiple mega bosses in this dungeon. This thing, if you go back to it, it'll bring you back, and you can come back to whatever level you left it from. So, like, if you're on 12 and you leave, you can come back to 12. Okay, if I remember correctly, that way just leads to the thing that takes you out of here. So we want to go this way. So, this is the Via Infinito. These dungeons are kind of meh. I don't remember this one being this early on. The farther you go, the more difficult the areas get, the more difficult the enemies get, more puzzles and stuff you have to do. Right now, most of the enemies we face, like, these are from the very first time in Besaid, so these battles don't really matter at all. I'm probably just gonna leave them in though, because that's kind of the whole point of this dungeon is the battles. Okay, there wasn't a Tonberry. There must have been one back away I didn't go. Almost every level has a Tonberry. Okay. So, yeah. Hey, little Tonberry. That's not the Tonberry. Ambush! No way. Hit that floating eye, you know.
It's a wrap.
Hello, Tonberry. We'll fight you too. So we gotta get through 20 of these in order to get to the first boss of the area, who I believe gives us another Crimson Sphere. And after you get that Crimson Sphere, you can go to the Den of Woe. See, now that unlocks something because we defeated that Tonberry. As you go through, I don't think there's so many early on, but later on there will be Tonberries that actually help you. And you walk up to them, and they're just like, hey! And they give you an X potion. There's one that has like a little baby next to him, and you walk up to them, and then they sit down on the ground, and it's super cute. There's a Tonberry. Hello! This is what I thought the other one was. See, in this case, we didn't have to fight the Tonberry. But, you know, whatever. As I was saying earlier, there are, like, mega bosses you can fight down here. And it's in your best interest, especially at this point in the game, to avoid them. I don't think they start showing up until at the very end of this first 20. It's an Elder Dragon and like a Master Tonberry or something. Elder Drake. And unfortunately, the first time I ran into the Tonberry, I accidentally jumped on his head. And you can run away from all the battles in this area except for those. So if you get caught, you're dead. Most of the time they're easy to avoid, but for some reason I didn't know he was there, and I was lost, and I was coming, like, I got farther through than I should have, and I couldn't figure out how to get out, so I tried to go back, and when I tried to go back I jumped on the Tonberry's head. And then I died, and I have been training quite a bit, so I was not happy. I'm not sure how... Oh, it's Ocean. I didn't do that. There's a lot of enemies. I'm probably dead before you can do darkness. There we go. Bye-bye. Bye, Ochu. You're not as much fun in this game as you were in the last game. Yeah, so here we go. So you can see it's pretty simple earlier on. As you go, the enemies get tougher. I'm not sure exactly what the... like, if it's like every 5 levels, every 10 levels, what it is that the difficulty ramps up. The same group we're going to use against the Mega Boss and Beaconell. And yeah, so hopefully you guys don't mind this. I mean, it's something we gotta do. Not really, because we're not doing the completion percentage anymore. But, okay, I'm just gonna ignore him. Sorry, Tonberry. Yeah, it's time for something else.
Never underestimate Yuna.
As you might have noticed, Yuna has an item on that, we've already discussed this, that gives her first strike and constant haste. It also allows her to cast haste again. Riku has an item on her that gives her automatic wall,
Yuna,
which is shield and shell, or not shield, protected shell, sorry, automatic, which is pretty cool. You just fucking jump, Yuna, jeez. See, like here, we don't have to fight the Tonberry, you could run around, but it's a shortcut to just run up to him. And since we're doing this as quickly as possible, we definitely want to take out the Tonberries as quickly as possible. So yeah, I'm really sorry about the 100% getting messed up. I really intended on getting it, and I didn't... Someone had warned me early on that they fixed the catnip thing in the HD version, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I didn't realize that that's what I used to do it, because I was like, I've done it before, not a big of a deal. Yeah, well, that's why it wasn't a big deal. So they did the trick. Okay, so enemies seem to be getting a little tougher. We've gotten through at least 5 now, so maybe it's like every 5, every 7, I don't know. I don't think we've gotten through 10 yet. Good God, now the enemies are really coming out to play.
Leave it to
Guys,
me.
I don't want to edit out any of these battles, so can you, like, stop encountering me so much? Thank
Sorry we
you.
had to win.
I'm not.
See, I mean, we're talking easy enemies. They're dropping potions for us. This is one of the longer ones in the very first part. Later you get to one that's like a maze, and it's kind of hard to get through. But that one has a nice Tonberry. Okay, so now we're on 10, so that was 9, and the enemies seem to be getting more difficult. As you can see, at this point I haven't even healed yet. So, I mean... these are not that hard early on. Okay, well he gave us a high potion. I don't know why tom berries are so important. Like I said, like, they're not that difficult. Later on, I can get them done in one round. There should be another tom berry, yep. Okay, bye tom berry. Okay, so we get another thing. This is, I believe, is from the first time we go to Bevel. I think that's what that one's from. Where we fight Bahamut when we get down to the bottom. Oh, come on, encounter rate, jeez. Encounter rate, please. Please. Alright. Let's get a move on. Guess we're on 12 now. Fight Mr. Tomberry just to have the shortcut. So, yeah, I mean, these go by pretty quick. At least the first 20. Second 20 don't take quite as long either, but we're not going to watch the second 20. I have a save right before the boss at 40, so we don't have to worry about that. And you'll know when bosses are coming. At least the bosses every 20 levels. They're hard to miss, so... Okay. I have to fight this Tomberry. He's right there. Let's see if I can... Bye, Tomberry! Yeah! That's a long one. That'd suck if I got to the end and it's like, you have to kill the Tomberry. These enemies are slowly picking up difficult. Never mind. What was that about enemies picking up difficulty? One of the first, like, bosses you face in here is the boss from the very first dungeon of the game. So, but he doesn't show up till after the 20s, I believe. Oh yes! Okay, I'm gonna go save real quick. Shit, I can't save. Just kidding. This is one of those Drakes I was telling you about. And if you get caught by him, you can't run away. And they're super, super powerful. But as you saw, like, you can see him there. I didn't realize they would show up this early. Hopefully there's not another one. Sometimes there's two. Sometimes there's one here too. I guess there's not this time. A flan, and a lizard, and a flying shark thing. It's amazing my voice feels scratchy and I haven't done this in forever, so it shouldn't feel scratchy at all. Okay, so that we shouldn't have another one. I believe there's only the one then. Is there? I guess there's not a Tomberry in this level. Hey, please! Please no more. Okay, they're punishing us for running past the Tomberry. Which I'm gonna do again. Maybe. Yeah, it's the same group! What a surprise! So as you can see, as with many games that I play, I just mash X to do the attacks. Can anyone tell me why she says duck soup? Bye, Tomberry. Bye bye. We're not gonna do that. Come on. I'm not gonna worry about if I get caught by the Elder Drake or whatever it's called. Then we'll just skip this boss. And I'll show you the next one. I wish I had made a save for this first boss so I didn't have to run through. But I mean, this just shows you guys different layouts and that apparently we get attacked every 5 seconds. I like that Riku looks like Ixion in this. In her Dark Knight.
Easy as pie.
Okay, that's not the saying Riku, but whatever. Okay, no more Elder Drakes, please. Okay. We can deal with this one, because it's just a little baby Tomberry. Bye, little baby Tomberry. So you get so you remember the levels. And that helps later on, especially, like I said, there's like one that's a maze. And it's kind of a pain to get through. Okay. And I never pay attention to what cloister I'm on, like, ever. So I never know where I am. Did Riku miss? You're not supposed to miss, Riku. What the fuck? Just now I wasn't paying attention either. I'm good at games, guys. I'm really good at video games. In case you didn't know. I'm super good. Oh, you want to do Chef's Knife? Oh, that's cute. Okay, next one I'll pay attention to what cloister it is. I think we're getting close. That must have been like 17? I hope that was 17. That'd be nice if that was 17. It'd be nicer if it was 18. It'd be nice if I didn't get attacked every 5 seconds. Oh no, you can stone us. That's okay. Bye. Oh, you're still alive. Fuck that. Get out of here.
It's a wrap.
Alright, so we're 27 minutes in already. I don't know. Some of that I don't think actually is going to make it into the recording. It's like 26 minutes in. Okay, that was 17. I was kind of paying attention. I don't like this one. It's long. So we only have one more after this really to run through because 20 is the boss level. And it's going to be exactly like that first level was. So you just fight the boss. Preemptive strike? I hate this, the kicking thing. Okay, it's not this one, it's one later on. One that stands up and kicks. In 10, it used to be they would only like try and thrust kick you out if they were the last one alive. In this, just every time you kill them, they thrust kick you. Which is not cool, so they're constantly trying to kick you out of the battle after the battle's already over. So it's just pretty much like, oh, you wanted experience? Fuck that. Alright, good, they gave us an easy one. Okay, so after this, I'm gonna go save. Luckily, you can also leave on the boss floors, so it's not like, oh, I'm on 19, the boss is the next floor, I better make sure I go save now. No, I can save on 20. Which is what I'm gonna do. I don't remember this first boss, how difficult he is. The next one's a little more annoying. This is some shitty shit. Need some shitty shit. Hey guys! Who's that? I think he looks familiar. Guessing quickly! Okay, one other thing is, okay, yeah, you can start over, but I think once you start over, that's it. You gotta start back over from the beginning. No, we're not gonna do that. No way. There's another scene if you go back to Gagazet. There is a statue for Yuna, and if you go back, then the little Ronso babies are like, oh yay, you can have this, and they give you like a garment girt or something.
Maester Kinok.
Oh, is that who I am? I forgot who I am.
He's unsent?
Is it really a surprise, Riku? Hey, it's like the first boss of the game all over again. Okay, first things first. Let's get some haste to get going. Just go and start healing. This is exactly how my boss battle against the thing in Beacon Hill is gonna go. He should fall pretty quickly though, because we're pretty high level for him. I don't think he's attacked us yet. Ow! That's rude. What is taking so long, girls? Girls, darkness, please. Oh my god, he does like no damage. Yep, he's dead already. Hooray! And now we get another Crimson Sphere.
The wandering unsent.
You think there are more in here?
Probably.
No.
I think we should go home now.
Let's ease their pain. You're going? Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
Yuna's always going. Okay, this is the last Crimson Sphere, so after this we can go to the Den of Woe, which we're not going to do yet. We are on the track of doing that. Actually, I should probably do that. Just kidding. Okay, now we get to see the group together.
I'm glad
They
you're
made
all
it away from the people shooting them.
You're not mad.
Now they're chilling.
mad.
I kept you from dying.
You can owe me one.
Why did you follow us?
I want to know what it was you all saw back there.
Problem is, we don't know.
We'll figure it out one of these days. We'll tell you then.
Well, the Maester's not going to be pleased when he finds out we're still alive. Moving as a group is too risky.
Want to split up?
That would be wise.
Your work's done. Why are you still recording?
One for old time's sake.
Who? Newt!
I said your work's done.
That voice. We know that voice! Hey, cool. So now we're gonna load and go to the next boss. Hooray! Alright, so this boss is a bitch. It's like the first hard boss of the game. And pretty much there's not... As far as I can tell, there's really no way to protect yourself against it. You just gotta hope you kill him before he kills you. So this might take a couple tries. But you guys will see the one where I get it. I don't know if there's like a better way to do this. I do the same shit I always do. Yep, he's dead. So I actually worked to our advantage. So, the first time I fought him, like that made that look really easy. First time I fought him, he did like, I think it was Ultima? I'm not 100% sure. And he just like wiped out my entire party. He did like 9,990 damage to everyone. And I was like, what the fuck? This is where you get catnip. So you get 1,000,000 accessories here. But the one you really care about is catnip, and I don't even know how catnip works in this game anymore. So yeah, so that's it. That's as far as we're gonna go into the Via Infinito right now. Like I said, I might do more after we finish and show you guys the perfect ending later, because I do want to play through again and do different things differently, obviously. And I'll get the perfect ending that way, because then obviously we'll have enough to do it. But that will come in a later date, and that's another asterisk of maybe I'd rather go back to Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne and work on finishing the different Amalas and stuff. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time, and we'll be doing some random crap. I haven't decided what we're doing yet. Okay, bye.